It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see the Voyagers burner at wide receiver. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Voyagers and the Bisons, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Voyagers and the Oklahoma City Bison. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis on hand with you. And CD, if you look at this one on paper, it seems pretty obvious what we might see, because you've got one of the league's best passing offenses against a secondary that really has struggled to defend the pass this season.
And I certainly hope that they are ready to go in the secondary for this one, because I certainly don't expect them to back off throwing the football. That's their strength. That's their identity. So how do you counteract it? Do you change your coverages? Can you mount a pass rush? You've got to get a few takeaways in order to try and even things up.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17, and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Hands it off out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 73 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This will be from 49 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now they'll run on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So now for the 2nd time already here in this quarter, on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Oklahoma City has the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just said, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Voyagers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out comes Houston. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Houston. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken, and that punt went nowhere. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back out comes this offense now late in this 1st half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up a throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And his kick is indeed good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the...
Just on record, for whatever reason, the lost connection with EA. This is crazy. Oh my God. All right. This is crazy. I'm gonna close the app and come back. How about that? Hopefully it'll come back. That's all I can do.
EA Sports, within the game. Wow, he just took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him.
Let's go. Finesse. Finesse. I finessed it back. That's how you get it back. Let's go. Finish out this game, man.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in quarter number 3 as we get you back into the action. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Voyagers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Taken down at the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Steps. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. The 20. 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
A try here for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll take it at the 42. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston set to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Under pressure, and down he goes.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bisons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Houston's offense taking over again. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11 now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And on now is the punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play. Getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Oklahoma City, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.